The McConnell Public Safety and Transportation Operations Center, or McConnell MPSTOC, is a 147,000 square foot public safety facility in the heart of Fairfax County. A partnership between the county and the Commonwealth of Virginia, the McConnell MPSTOC is home to multiple agencies delivering transportation, public safety, and emergency management services, fostering interagency collaboration for a more streamlined county and regional response to day-to-day issues and large-scale events.
The beauty of the McConnell Public Safety Transportation Operations Center is having everybody here together. Certainly all the agencies from the county and the state worked together before we had MPSTOC, but just having everybody physically co-located, now they see each other in the kitchen, they see each other in the hallway, they see each other on the operations floor every day, and that helps when responding to an emergency event.
The operations floor is the command and control center for daily operations at MPSTOC. It houses the 911 call center, Fairfax County Police, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue, Virginia State Police, and the Virginia Department of Transportation, or VDOT, fostering the interagency collaboration needed to provide swift and efficient response to any emergency.
On a daily basis, they respond to kind of normal routine events, but sometimes there are larger events, and they're prepared from working together every day on how to respond to those events.
The 911 call takers and dispatchers of Fairfax County are the first of the first responders. Before an air horn will blow, before a siren will wail, the 911 call takers and dispatchers are intimately involved with the caller, soliciting information about the event that they are reporting and entering that information into a computer-aided dispatch system that eventually will be communicated to the field units that they're about to dispatch.
In a typical day, we get a variety of calls. We get the calls from the parking complaints, we get the calls for CPR, we get the calls for children choking, we get calls for people having babies. Pretty much anything you could possibly think of at some point or another, one of our call takers have experienced that call.
Our call takers are skilled at being able to acquire from the caller the vital pieces of information that we need to effectively help them. We then can automatically transfer that call to the dispatcher in the same room, who will then automatically begin to dispatch the units that are appropriate for the kind of event that has been reported and where that event is physically located.
At the center of the operations floor is the bridge. Like the bridge of a ship, it is where all of the critical information and expertise come together in the formation of a plan.
The supervisors from the Department of Public Safety Communications, Virginia State Police Dispatch, and VDOT all occupy that bridge at the same time and do so independently. There are many times a day that necessitate that all those entities work collaboratively. And when that is the case, they simply have to spin their chair 180 degrees, they assemble at that large oval table that you see on the bridge, and they collaborate and they decide who is going to do what to mitigate the event that has occurred.
When Fairfax County suffers a large-scale event requiring a more comprehensive response, it calls on the Office of Emergency Management, headquartered in MPSTOC's state-of-the-art Emergency Operations Center.
Well, I'm currently standing in the Emergency Operations Center. When we have a major event that kind of goes outside of what our public safety personnel have the ability to handle, our EOC will open up to assist them. We don't run the incidents, but we assist them from an administrative standpoint, from a resource standpoint, and a personnel standpoint.
When the EOC is activated, we have subject matter experts that come in and fill these seats behind me. We have the tools here in this room to help us communicate, and we're here to support those incident commanders that are out in the field. With these subject matter experts, we have the ability to coordinate, to communicate, and to cooperate in order to manage incidents.
But during a full activation, then you may have, full house in the Emergency Operations Center where you have representatives from a multitude of agencies coming together to address those response and recovery efforts. And that could be agencies from the county, from the state, potentially even federal government or National Guard, as well as community-based organizations.
A large-scale emergency response in the EOC has many moving parts. To administer the response, it is critical that the Office of Emergency Management administer and maintain a clear operational command structure.
You'll see a lot of vests that are on our tables here. That's Incident Command System. It helps us identify what group that you're working in, who your supervisor is, what your job title would be when you come into EOC.
A full cadre of subject matter experts and the Incident Command System are essential to an informed and efficient response. But to keep up to the minute, personnel in the EOC rely on its arsenal of state-of-the-art technology.
Throughout the facility, technology plays a big role. Everything in the facility is shared, so if you're in the Emergency Operations Center or the EOC and you want to look at some of the VDOT traffic cameras, we can call up the images throughout the facility and, for example, in the EOC to see what's going on a particular road, for example.
In the EOC, we obviously have a video wall. We have lots of surrounding televisions. We have an acoustic system in here. Typically, the type of stuff that you'll see in our video walls and our TVs are maps, PowerPoint presentations, video feed from our Fairfax County helicopters, pictures that have been taken from people who have gone out to the scenes. It's up there to assist the people here on the floor in making informed decisions for our county residents.
The capability of communications here in our EOC is extremely important. This building, and particularly the Emergency Operations Center, gives us the ability and the capabilities of communicating so we can coordinate our responses to best serve our residents and to best serve the incident commanders who are trying to mitigate those incidents out in the field.
Crucial to any emergency response is the ability of first responders to move unhindered throughout the county. To ensure that roads are safe and clear, the McConnell MPSTOC partnership relies on the Virginia State Police and the Virginia Department of Transportation.
I think it's kind of unique by being here with the other agencies because it's such a large area and you have a lot of responses going to different places throughout this area. And if you need something from one of the other areas, you don't necessarily have to reach out and try to get them on the telephone. If telephone lines get busy or something of that nature, we have the ability of just getting up and walking over to them and putting that message across to them that way. So I think having those emergency agencies within the same building where they can respond to a situation if it should arise makes this facility very, very useful.
We actually work really well together being in the same building, especially working with VDOT. You know, if we need something to get out there to fix something or get something taken care of, they're on the ball right then and there. It gets done a lot quicker now that we're all in the same building.
In this particular building, there is a recognition VDOT is part of the first response. Working with other first responders allows us to quickly deploy our resources to clear those hotspots, paving the way for them to move around. So there is that interdependency. That's all it's all about.
Ultimately, it is co-location of key agencies and the resulting interoperability that makes the McConnell MPSTOC partnership a proven success.
By having everybody under one roof, we have achieved extensive economies and great efficiencies because everybody is here to begin with.
Emergency management is all about fighting the clock, so having the ability to be interoperable amongst our agencies allows us to cut back on the time needed to scale up and respond to the emergency itself, and allows us to gear up, respond, recover, and then demobilize as necessary.
If we have a major incident, everyone is here. So working with other agencies has given me a broader understanding of the whole emergency management system, and it's helped to make me a better call taker.
The McConnell MPSTOC not only serves over 1 million Fairfax County residents, but at its heart is a system of operation that coordinates services to multiple jurisdictions and agencies throughout the National Capital Region.
We are blessed in Fairfax County to, at this moment in time, be really the state-of-the-art center in the entire United States of America. But it will be the model, whether it be the same size or a lesser size, it will be the same model that is adopted throughout the United States as we move into next generation 911.
If a small town or a small agency can operate the same way in a smaller environment or a smaller building, but the model is truly effective and it works.
I think the key lessons to take away from the MPSTOC partnership is that it is a partnership. It doesn't matter what size. The key thing is to remember the coordination, the collaboration on a daily basis.
While the McConnell MPSTOC is a state-of-the-art facility with a proven track record, it is the dedicated county and Commonwealth staff that make it the world-renowned operation it is today. The McConnell Public Safety and Transportation Operations Center, the model of multi-agency cooperation, coordination, and collaboration. For more information, call 571-350-2100 TTY711 or visit www.fairfaxcounty.gov/MPSTOC.